Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you today? Well, I hope you had a glorious day. Did you have a glorious day? You were in school all day.
Yes, I had a very great day.
You did? Tell me about it.
Yes, today my astronomy class.
Oh.
Yes. I learned a little bit about petrology.
Really?
Yes, which is the study of the rocks and how they form on Earth. Yes, this was very interesting because in order to know how other planets form, other rocky planets that form the solar system and basically in the universe, we need to know how Earth formed. Mm-hmm. So basically, know thyself, you know the universe. Because if you know how Earth works, you can know how other planets in the universe work.
So pretty much, if you can understand how a rock works,
yes,
you will know how you work.
Yes.
That makes sense because we are nothing but dirt.
Yes, that is very true.
We are spiritual beings, clothed in a house of dirt. From dirt thou art to dirt thou return, right?
Very true.
Dirt is filled with diseases and germs and all of that. And that's why we get sick and die.
Yes, that is true. That's why we have diseases.
Because we're made from the element, earth. So anyway, you got to take good care of yourself.
Yes, that is very true.
All right, then. So this is definitely a conversation about my favorite.
Yes.
Get her started, girl.
Yes,
we're
going to be talking about the third episode of Potomac.
It's the third episode? No,
yes.
It's the second.
No, it's the third. The second was last week.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
When was the third?
Huh?
The third? Are you sure?
Yeah, the third episode aired on the 23rd of October. So it's been 3 weeks because it started airing on the 9th of October.
Where have I been? I thought this was the second. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Okay, yes. I'm ready. Let's get her going.
We're going on to a month now.
And so it's the third episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next week is the fourth episode.
Yes.
Boy, that's gone fast. 3 weeks?
Yes. I know how time flies. Well, firstly, Giselle was uncomfortable in how... Wait, what?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to skip that one for a moment. I do not understand my notes right there.
Now she gets it when I be like, what?
So, Candice discussed with Eric, the producer, and he said that he couldn't stop the storyline from being about her husband because if the girls are going around talking about it with other cast members, he cannot stop the show from using Candice's husband, possibly talking around to the girls and making them feel uncomfortable.
Well, with Candice's husband, I feel like he just seemed troubled to me. And he just looked patchy. Like he was very attractive. But now he just seemed sweaty. No, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just like the last time we seen him, they was at the table. Mm-hmm. I like him. I think he's a really wonderful guy. I think Candace give him hell.
Yes, but, and now she's overreacting over this whole situation.
Okay, let's talk about that. Would you want me to tell you? Would you, if I wasn't your mom, would you want to know?
Yes, I would want to know.
I would want to know. Even if it's nothing. Because I'd be like this with him.
Exactly.
You know what I don't like? This is what I really, really, really had an issue with. I had an issue with Candice saying, he feeds you, he fixes you food, he pours your drink. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the beans in Boston?
Oh, okay.
It's like because you're kind to me, you're showing hospitality to me when I'm in your presence. If you was in my home or my business, I would show hospitality to you. We are Candace friends, and so when we come over, you show hospitality. Do you have to do it? No, you don't have to do anything. But because you love Candace, you're kind to me. Now, what
Exactly.
Candace is saying, well, he was so kind to you all. How can this be? So that's where I have a issue. I have an issue. Come here, Sky. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here, darling. She said, I ain't jumping. All right. All right. You want to come? Come here.
She looks like she wants to come.
You want to come?
You want to come?
You want to sit over here and be a part of the news? All right, I asked you. She want to come, though.
Yes.
So anyway, sorry about that. So anyway, what was I saying?
Talking about Candace and how she should respect that her friends.
At the end of the day, him treating my friends nice has nothing to do with his generosity of spirit. Because if it came from the heart, then why are you throwing it in the face? Well, we did this, so you did that for me, so you did that. I can't complain. I can't tell you, and it's so funny. However, that was my problem. That's what you do when you're kind. But your kindness don't give you a right to make the girls feel uncomfortable. And then Candace went there with, as much as you did for them, I can't believe it. And of course, he's going to be like, yeah, I was good to them. I fed them. Come on now. Mm-hmm. That's just like saying, Dad, you've been so good to me. You feed me, you work. And so you what's the word? Rake. And you rake my friend, and I can't complain about it because you're my dad. That doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. Now, do you think Giselle? I think she had a valid point. Would I go and tell that? No. But you got Mia, you got Giselle, mm-hmm. And who's the third one? Ashley.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
and he never said anything to anyone. However, when Mia was dancing, he really was staring at her.
That is very true. And they had camera footage
and they
to
had
back it up.
First I said, is he, he was like, look, he around some beautiful women. Okay, you can't deny it. Giselle is beautiful, and she can call her thick legs, thick neck. That's a beautiful woman. Yeah. No matter what, you can say what you want. Robyn is a beautiful woman. I think Candice is beautiful, mm-hmm. And I think Mia is beautiful. There's only one that I don't with.
Oh, okay. Who that?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, mm-hmm. I'll find out behind the scenes.
Because I just want to stay neutral. But then again, this person is not one of my favorites. I think she's very combative. I think she's very argumentative. And she's always ready to pounce. And I don't like people like that. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes even though you've been scorned or hurt or burned even, sometimes you just have to learn to, let it go. Sometimes they hold on to something too long. We're working together. This is a show. Our show, the more conflict, that's what's going to sell the show. So, yeah, you get mad because it's your personal life, but you signed your name on the line when you joined. So you signed your name in blood. You get what you get. So anyway, what's that? We got a lot to go.
So, we finally got to hear a little bit about Wendy this episode. She was kind of like MIA last episode, it felt like. But Wendy wants full ownership of the restaurant.
What was it about, Peter? Well, anyway, they were talking about the dividing of the restaurant, correct? Right. Yes. Whatever that was or whatever that is, I don't remember. But I know she had trepidation about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mia was upset.
But I want to say one thing since I got Wendy on the line. We don't have to talk about her anymore unless she come up. She's suffering with hair loss. And she have a full head of hair. I was honestly shocked about that. Mm-hmm. Because she's always wearing hair pieces. wigs or stuff. So, but to see that's opening up for the camera.
Yeah, that is very
I
true.
would have that would have been very.
That's somebody
intrusive.
with a health issue for you on the show.
Yeah, and the doctor said get some Rogaine. So it's supposed to help stimulate the scalp and causes hair to grow, and that is true. I was a hairstylist in the day, so Rogaine. I don't know if it worked, but they used to say Rogaine for men, so I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, so
I hope that could get rectified, and if so, I'm sure that Jada Pickett Smith, I'm sure she done tried everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mia was upset with Giselle out of all the housewives because Mia felt like Giselle was attacking her and felt like, and this was another thing because then Wendy took the side of the defense of, well, you guys were attacking her and I was the one that asked her if she was okay and I approached her right before questioning her. So like, Mia really has the housewives divided on whose side you're on and whose side you took, and if you attacked Mia or not. And we're only in the 3rd episode, but I feel like we need to drop this whole Mia thing because it's starting to get out of hand.
What Mia thing?
With the whole cancer, not cancer.
Well, she already. I told you she did. The card said she didn't have cancer. So she does have issues. But she didn't have cancer.
Right, and she's still saying she had, this...
No, she didn't. She said that she didn't have cancer because Robyn straight up and asked her.
But she did in the episode say she still have lumps. And
she could have that, but that's not the issue.
Right. It's not
and she could have something wrong with her, but it's not cancer.
Exactly.
And that's a good thing. Good for you, Mia. I'm happy for you.
Yes. So, okay. So Candice, back to Candice again, she took her first shot of IVF without Chris, and she was very emotional over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting to see her be a bit emotional, and I saw that she had to do it from the house and not in the doctor's office.
No, you do that at home. Because you got to do them, I don't know, every day, every other day. However, oftentimes you have to do it at the same time. I don't know if you regulate it around your menses. It's a lot to it. But
yes. I now understand and have a bit mercy on why she was upset that Chris will not be around during the process of IVF.
What I felt like, I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead. No, I was thinking of it, and I was thinking about 2 things at one time, and it right out of my head.
To also talk about that a little bit more, she was also emotional because she was just approached by Giselle talking about her husband, Chris. So now she has to do these IVF shots while thinking about if her husband is flirting with the girls or not.
Now, what I was thinking, I was wondering, what are the side effects of those IV shots? Do they make you emotional? Do they cause you to blow up? Do they cause you to be overly sensitive? Do it cause nausea and vomiting? Or just, does it give you a headache? And what are, because you're injecting yourself, I'm assuming, with some kind of hormones, correct? IVF? Is that what it is?
IVF.
IVF.
Passing a some side effects include breast tenderness, mild bloating, mild cramping, constipation. You may have higher estrogen levels.
That's not good.
Yep.
Hormones out of whack.
And you could have bloody fluid shortly after the procedure. Oh, well, yeah, because you're injecting yourself. But you could also, there was some swabbing for the embryo. That's, because you have mood swings prescribed.
Yeah.
Yep, tiredness, skin redness over the injection site, nausea, dizziness.
See, I know it. And how long are these sessions? This is educational, folks. So when we see Candace, we will understand exactly, because I was telling Baby Cone when we came on that let's look into that a little bit more so we can understand what is IVF, literally. So.
Okay, so it's apparently, 5 stages doesn't tell me how long it is.
Well, anyway, I don't want to get stuck on that. But anyway, we'll come back to that next week as we look more into it. But we do know that it does come with side effects.
6 to 8 weeks of consultation during the process.
What happened?
I got a sharp pain in my side.
Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? So it's 6 weeks. Is it how often you take them? Every day? Every other day? Every 2 days?
Well, I would have to read an article for
Look,
that.
baby, Crone, you may have to do that one day.
Okay, yeah, that could be a
It's
science
an option,
video.
correct? Because you going on for bigger and greater things, right?
Yes.
And a baby will just get in the way of that, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. You'll have your day, what? She's 36, 35?
I think she's 35.
She 35? Yeah.
Over the course of...
She's a Sagittarius, correct?
I would have to double check that. But it says over the course of 3 to 5 days, successfully fertilized eggs develop into embryos.
But I wanted to know how many.
Yeah.
I really want to get on with this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So next we have... Oh, Karen asking Ray for some eye candy.
That, to me, honestly, can I say it like that was pathetic.
Really?
Yeah, to me. What, you
Well,
asking
true,
that
asking
old,
for permission.
you're asking that old man for a coupon. A coochie coupon. Can I still have that coochie coupon? Can I still have it? Is it still valid? You said I could, Ray, and she got him right on TV.
Yes, she did.
And Karen is going to be dating. Karen, to me, what Karen don't want to accept that she's outgrown Ray.
Okay.
But you know what? That's that old school. When you're in it, you're in it. She's from old school, but you know I love Karen. I do love Karen. I love Karen, Giselle, and what's her name? Robyn, and
yes.
Ashley. I do. I like Ashley. No, I love Ashley. What's her name? Candace. I do. I like them all.
You can call them the light-skinned bandits plus Candice.
And Candace. I'm not too keen on Wendy. I think she's too masculine for me.
She's especially her physique. She looks a bit muscular.
Ooh, did you see her feet? She need not ever show them bare feet again. That girl looked like she walked in dirt on bare feet. I mean, I'm not, okay. Anyway, don't get me started. I used to really like her, but she changed. She became more aggressive and I don't like that. No, so, no.
Yep. So we got to see Ashley look at a house in Virginia. Very interesting. That was nice to see.
That was nice. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Next, this was another couple going through it. Robyn asked Juan for a prenup and he got offended.
Hold on, I want to go back to Ashley.
Okay.
What I want to say about Ashley is it was really moving when Ashley found out that it was already taken care of, but he wasn't there and she doesn't know how to get in contact with him at that moment, and how she just overwhelmed and cried. I really, I felt that.
Yeah, that was a real moment.
Because it was just like she was just being there. And then she just like, the reality just hit her again like, we're over. And I know that all the girls are happy.
Yeah.
But you know, it's so sad. We got to stay out of things. Let that person deal with that.
That is true.
Even if you don't agree. You know, look at them. Look at Giselle. Look what she's been through. Sometimes you just have to let it play its course and just be there. You don't have to say, and I don't like what Candice did, throwing up, husband.
Oh,
I didn't like that. I don't think Ashley deserved that.
No.
See, Candace just blow off too much. That's what I do not like about her. I guess she's not one of my faves. I like her though. I like her. I like her. You gotta drive that, drive that, hey, hey, hey.
That's all I got.
Her. I like her, but she too much. She too little to be too feisty for me. She just too little. She's like a Tasmanian devil to me. No. She just too animated. And she's always crying. So God knows with these shots, she's gonna be she's gonna be crying buckets.
Yes.
Good God.
I guess let's just say prayers for Chris through that one.
Prayer to both of them.
Yeah, true. They both need
But
it.
they just seem like, Chris just don't seem happy to me at
Right.
all. So go ahead.
Yes, back to Robyn.
And Rob, yeah.
Yes.
I was kind of, my point, I get it. I get both of them. But at the end of the day, do you trust the person?
That is true.
At the end of the day, because Robyn said, I'm remembering when this first happened. And so it's like, I want to protect myself. I don't know what's going on in the world. I guess you have to. I guess.
I mean, nothing wrong with it, but I mean, when you think about it, it's like, hey, I guess that's being prepared just in case we don't work out again a second time.
Yeah, but that's a lot to ask after being married to a person.
Yeah, that's true. If you're gonna marry them a
having
second
two
time.
children, living together, dealing with this, and then you're going to walk with it. I really could see that, and you did it on camera.
Yes. Some conversations just don't need to be publicized.
But if you want to be on that show,
Yes.
you gotta be drama. You
That's
gotta
the problem
bring
with
drama.
being a celebrity.
You gotta bring the drama because you just gotta bring the drama, and that's sad. But
Yeah, pretty much for the rest of this, we're gonna be talking about Robyn. Man, she has been Robyn.
Who is Robyn?
Robyn Dixon, is that her last name? Yes.
Oh, Robyn. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Robyn was in everybody's business this episode because she went and had a lunch with Mia to try to get the full backstory, because she was just like, listen, Mia, I'm willing to hear you out and hear your story.
Because I want my son and your son to hang out.
Oh yes,
so
that too.
she had a motive, and I guess if you're sick, I need to know that. Because Robyn seemed like the type of person to look out for you, though.
Yeah, a loyal one.
She seemed loyal.
And then another person she went and had lunch with, I'm not sure if this was the surprise pop-up, but Chris and Candice was having lunch, and then
No, that was
Robyn.
Definitely the cameras was there. Come on.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. And so Robyn came to confront Chris's behavior, and Robyn and Giselle were just like the two people that are just getting into people's business. I'm just like, you're gonna get down to the bottom of this.
But what I don't like the friction that's brewing between Robyn and Giselle. I'm telling you, I felt it. And if it does, and if they can't make it out, I'm so sick and tired of seeing families and friends break up over a freaking show.
Yeah.
If you love me, love me. But if they, I mean it. If they break up friendship, I will no longer watch. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the fighting, the fueling. You can't. It's all bad enough. Wendy is enough. I can't deal with that. There's a lot I want to say about her, but I can't. So I can't. You got Wendy. They used to be a show where they had their dramas, but ever since Monique and fighting, I don't want to see it. I don't. I just want to see a bunch of black women hang out, have fun, have their little squabbles, and that's it.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't want to see all that. I want to see how people. Let me rephrase that. I want to see I was going to say, I want to see how people with money live.
Oh.
I can't say that. So what can I say?
How people that are privileged.
What is privilege? I think you're privileged. So what is that? That's what I'm saying. They're famous.
Yes,
I think I want to say it this way.
A higher caliber.
I like to see it this way. I want to see how the rich and the famous live.
Okay.
I have to, because you can be comfortable in life, but you don't have to be famous.
That is true.
So they got fame, and looking at it, you look at the fame, and they like I said, they don't really live decadent lifestyles to me.
No, not really, actually.
No, they don't live like the women on Beverly Hills.
No.
They don't live like the people and no offense to them, they don't live like the people in New Jersey, Housewives of New Jersey. So that's what I like about them. They just live so modestly, but comfy. Like when they were saying to Ashley about how much can she afford the house.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I enjoy watching it and all. When I look at them, I don't feel like they so rich that I'm looking at them going, oh, I wish I don't feel that at all. I feel like I could just go in their lives and be.
And that is true.
I like that. They come to me when I see where Robyn lived and where I see the house that Ashley want to buy. When I see where Giselle lived, I don't know where Giselle lived, but Giselle lived over there in that place that used to be called Enchanted Forest. I know exactly where Giselle lived. I just don't know where her house is, and nor am I going out there to find it because it's a heap from away from here. So she lives out there in the boonies, I guess that's what they call it, right? Right? Okay. So anyway, go ahead.
That was it for the episode.
That's all?
Yeah, because that's where the episode ended, was at the table where Robyn, Chris, and Candice were having lunch.
You know what I didn't like about her?
What?
She went and she confronted Candice, and she told Candice, she was like coming up there like, I don't believe that. But what I didn't like about that, you knew about Giselle and you knew about Ashley, but you didn't tell them about Mia.
Oh,
that's some
yes.
BS right there.
Mia.
That because in the camera show he was watching, and she held her head back in the bed like, no. But you go there and you was being fake. If you was going to confront her, you should have said, and let me tell you right now, while we're here, you got another one.
Right, in his face.
But she didn't do it, and that, to me, makes her a hypocrite.
And a coward, because if you really went there to confront him...
Then why didn't you?
Right, exactly.
Why didn't you call? Because Mia, she was shocked with Mia. And when they showed the camera.
Yes, proof.
And like Mia didn't say anything, but when Mia says something, it is uncomfortable. So there's 3 women, Candace.
Yeah.
And your friend and my girl, Ashley, is really being the green-eyed bandit right now because she didn't tell you about Mia. And the camera caught him. So what you gonna do, Candace? Get mad and cry a bucket of tears? What you do in a situation like that, you just fall back. You confront them and you confront them or you don't. I would go to my husband, I would say, look, the girls, you're making the girls uncomfortable. That, they don't want to have no intimacy with you. They don't want you coming in their rooms. They don't want you doing anything. I don't want you to be like Ashley's husband. I really need you to chill. I love you. You can cook, do all of that. But right now, let's not give them nothing. Don't give them nothing to talk about. That's right, because that's what she does. You get mad, and the whole time, Ashley's like, what's going on? Ashley knows what's going on. I told you that's my girl.
Yes.
She know because didn't she? Giselle told her, so she knew what the conversation was about. And could be like, "What's that? What happened? Oh, you were half a girl. You knew, you know." And but Giselle handled it. She came in nothing. She just leaving. She left early, and she was like, "I don't understand why she would get so bent out of shape over that, though."
I don't know.
Hearing that about your husband, that's not the worst thing in the world, girl. Not the worst. You the Tasmanian. You know, what do you expect? Be nicer. You talk to your husband bad, girl. Bad. What am I doing? You talk to him so badly, in my opinion. However, that's their marriage. We'll see. He's been married before. I don't know if he was married before, but I know he have a family outside of that. So there's a lot of ins and outs of his marriage. And I do think that Chris is under a lot of pressure. Something gonna come in the middle of all of this. I hope that the girls and Chris don't get into no friction, because I do like Chris, and he's very attractive, and I like looking at him. I certainly do.
Okay.
No, I like looking at him. I like him on the show, but I like looking at Robyn husband too. I do. What's his name?
Mike?
No, his name not Mike. I can't think of her husband.
Oh, Juan.
I cannot think. Okay, Juan. Baton, Juan. Magic, Juan. Okay. I like looking at Juan, but it seems like Juan is getting thin on the top of his head, though. Yeah. Age is starting to creep up on Juan. Well, anyway, is there anything else you want to add?
No.
You take very good notes.
Thank you. I try to report on. I try to take something away from each scene that comes on, so that way I have something. Because every bit's adding to the plot and story. So
one of the things is, what time is it? One of the things that I liked about it was before we go, I just wanted to say this. I forgot my train of thought. I told you I was a little sleepy, but I was going to come out here and do this. Anyway, I'm glad with it. Oh, what I wanted to say, this wasn't an exciting episode. I was a little bored in it.
That is true. It wasn't much going on.
Yeah, it was a little boring. It wasn't like last week.
Yeah, it was just pretty much talking and confronting.
It was a little boring. So at least next week it's gotta speed up a little, because I get bored when I hope it don't have a lot of those boring scenes, especially after you got me all worked up, and then you're gonna just bore me to death. I hope not. So with that being said, I do love the Potomac. I love watching them. We look so forward to them coming on Sunday night. We look forward to it. It's the highlight of our Sunday. We get, we get together, whatever we doing. We have our dinner. We ate. We get together. You shoot your boyfriend. Get on out of here. And then, we get together and we sit down and we look at it. And it's such a family moment. And I love sharing that with you, baby Crone.
Yes, it's enjoyable.
It really is. So with that being said, thank you for joining us as our recap of Potomac Housewives of Potomac. I hope it gets interesting very soon. And we're glad that you joined us. I don't think we have anything else about that, but stay tuned, because I had someone who wants me to do a reading on Ray J and his marriage. Whew. But that's okay, because I love doing it. So if there's anybody out there that you want me to read on, hey, drop it below. Thumbs us up and subscribe to us. We really appreciate it, right?
Yes,
So
we do.
anyway, with that being said, ciao!